Hello, everybody, and peace of Christ to all of you. Please invite your friends and let us do the good work for today. Previously, we were doing broadcast, and as you witness, uh, YouTube suddenly stopped our broadcast. And thank God, everything is fixed. And by the help of those who send many complaints to YouTube, they reversed their decision, and absolutely, it was a false. Uh, you know, Imagine it says they're a scam. I mean, what scam? Why? Amazing. But anyway, they try always to stop us, and they cannot debate us, they cannot answer us, so they flag. But always, the truth will always win at the end. And we have tons of channels. Actually, the Muslims today, they helped me to finish full chapter translation in the Quran. Because you see, like always, when I start broadcasting, I mean, all day is busy, and I'm not finding really enough time to work in the Quran translation. So when this happened, I said, you know what? Who care? Let us go and finish one more verse or chapter in the Quran, and I finished the whole chapter translation today. So it was a good accomplishment, accomplishment. So thanks for everybody for your support, for standing with us, and remember, they flag us for a reason, because we are doing a very important jobs. They cannot refute us, they cannot answer us, so this is the only solution, but it's not going to work. I mean, what a big deal. That's why I told you to subscribe to the other channels, because you never know. I mean, but the solution is very easy. Just a new channel, subscribers, people come, you know how to find me very easy, and you can share with everybody. They try to put stress on us, and for me, nothing can really, like, I went through a lot of things in my life, and this is the last thing to be called a stress for me. I went through war. I mean, this is like a kids playing games. So if you think that this will be stress, that will be funny. Now, today we have a topic. No problem. It's, they can do that. So what? Let them do that, and we can. For us, we can get it back. Here we go. People, they start complaining, send emails to your YouTube, and we get it back in a few hours. So what? Let them play. And as I said, like each time they try to do something, it works for our benefit. Trust me. Here we go. I finished one chapter. Like if this was for like few days, then I will finish many chapters. So actually, it was not really good for me, because YouTube is kind of tempting to go and speak to people and to teach. But I like to finish the Quran translation. People are waiting for it, and me myself, I want to finish it too. So actually, me myself, I'm thinking to take some time where I do no broadcast, nothing except finishing this translation. Like, it's because it's one-time deal. It's not like something you work in it every day. It's a book you translate, and that's it. That will be forever. So I'm going to finish this, because you never know. We might live for tomorrow, we might live for today, we might live for years to come. So I want to finish this thing. It's important. False translation is all over, and people don't speak Arabic, and they try to fool us. And remember, translating a book about religion is not just translating the book. It's about knowing the religion very well, because knowing the language not necessarily will give the meaning. You know what I mean? Because you need to know what this text is saying. So even if somebody study Arabic, or let us say, most of the translation actually is done by non-Arab, which is funny, like Shakir, Yusuf Ali, Biktal. I mean, none of those are Arab. So how somebody is not an Arab even translating the Quran? It's weird. And this is why the translation sometimes it feel like as if it's a software translation. Anyway, we always continue doing what we do, and we have our other channels where always you can find me. I will update you in Patreon or Minds or etc. In case something happened, always how to find me. And thank you again for those who support us. I really appreciate you. I saw how many comments, how many people were upset, and even many people send right away complaint to YouTube. I think this is the best way to do it. When they do something like this to me, I think the best way is, because we have subscribers by tens of thousands. It's not like my channel is not really small one. So if everybody send an email, I mean, you can imagine how big the impact can be. However, the Lord is on our side, and if the Lord is with me, who could be against me? I never worry about anything. Tomorrow is good, for tomorrow belong to the Lord. Now, today we have a funny topic, which is about where, as you see, I have a picture of India. Now, for sure, I love Indian people. This has have nothing to do with Indian, so don't take me wrong. I love all kind of people, and actually, I love poor people very much. I believe that the poor of us is the best of us. Wherever I go, I find always poor people are very receiving, very for sure. There's bad people everywhere, but poor people, generally speaking, they are really generous. And I will explain it to you. Like, you go to a poor person who have nothing. I mean, almost his house, almost, if you throw a ball in it, is going to collapse. And then he provide you with everything he have. They are very beautiful people. So today our topic is about some stupidity we learn always from legions. Like, there is stories we witness in our day or daily life. As an example, how many of you believe in the omen? How many of you believe that somebody can do magic to somebody? Like, I went to some countries, even Christian countries, and I noticed that there is many places where people believe that somebody can put a spell on you, or somebody can control you by writing some words, or so uh, you know but people believe, and I believe always those things can happen because of the lack of education, not the lack of intelligence. All of us, maybe me, if I am born in a family who nobody is educated, I never been to school, I never have opportunity to read books, and to not only to read, actually, I was reading when I was a kid. If you see how many books I have, I am not even 10 years old. I have like hundreds in the age of 10. I remember once my dad, he says, this book will, who's the one reading this book? There's a book, it's called Jahiz. Jahiz is a very complicated book. You can ask any person who is very much educated in the Middle East. He's a very amazing writer. And this is not a book for a child, and it's not even a book for an adult. This is a book for somebody. He is really like educated. So I said, this is mine. So I start laughing. He said, you could not find better than this for you. Anyway, so education is important, and you feed your brain since an early age. This is the best way to have your child to be in the future, to be someone who, wherever he go, he knows. Whatever you ask him about, he don't speak rubbish and speak foolishness. Now, for sure, we will still be ignorant. It doesn't matter how much we learn, but our ignorance will be, let us say, less and less and less, which means we are killing ignorance by learning. But still, we are ignorant in somehow, somewhere. Like, in English, it's not my first language, so you will be ignorant. But this is normal. I mean, this is, we are a human being, and we will be always ignorant in something. So today we will learn about how the Muslims explain perfume. You see, there is in Islamic books, all of it actually is a collection of stories. If we go to the Quran, the collection of stories, as an example, the story of Jesus. Where Muhammad he got the story of Jesus? He collected from stories around him. He never saw Jesus. He don't speak Hebrew. He, according to Muslim, he cannot read and write. And so, where he get the story from? People around him. Stories about Moses, stories about Solomon. Like, as an example, there is a chapter 18 in the Quran speaking about Solomon having flying carpet. He spoke to a bird. He heard the ant. The ant make him laugh. All those stories, you will find them in book. It's called The Legend of the Jews. I advise you, actually, it's in the internet. It's for free because it's more than 100-year old. Those legend of the Jews and other legends are collection of story which is making Islam. Islam is made of legends, and today our story is no different. So if we go to the story today we are going to read, Let us open one of the Islamic source. Okay. Don't tell me it's not going to open now. That will be funny. Okay, let's see. You see, me myself, I don't save reference. So what I do usually, I just I memorize them, and then I find it in the spot. So like today, I decide to talk about this topic. Okay. All right. This is the first one. Let us see one. This is the book. It's called Al-Kafi. And this is a Shia book. Just take your attention. But this is equal to Sahih al-Bukhari for the Muslim Sunni. So this is Shia. I hope the sound of the laundry machine is not annoying. I have a very old machine from the cave time. So when it does laundry, it make noise like if it's like a truck. So I hope it's not annoying. Is the sound coming? Do you hear anything? I hope not. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you for all those who make donation. Read with me here carefully. Actually, sorry, the one who speak Arabic he can read, and we will use Google Translation but first let us read in Arabic. We translate and then we will use Google Translation. Here it says the origin of the perfume, where the perfume is coming from. So the Muslims are trying to think like, okay, we have perfume, but where is the perfumes coming from? This nice smell. So what the story here is saying, that you remember Eve, she was sent from heaven, right? So she was in heaven and with her husband Mr. Adam. So because she was in heaven, in her hair there was a smell of heaven. So when Allah he sent her down to the earth, and Eve, she used to comb her hair. And here it says from Musa ibn Bakr, from he says, when Adam was sent down from heaven, he was sent down over a Safa. Remember, we spoke about a Safa and Marwa. A Safa and Marwa, it was two places where two little tiny hills or like mountains. Actually, they are not mountains, like they are a hill. One have a statues for a Safa and one have a statues for Al Marwa, male and female. So here the story saying that when Allah he sent Adam and Eve, one of them was sent on a Safa, which is Adam, and Eve was standing in the Marwa. And then she did comb her hair by a perfume from the perfume of heaven. And when she was coming down to the ground, she said, what is the benefit of this comb, which I'm cursed by Allah? So she threw it away. She opened the comb. It's like it's like a brush. She opened it, and then all the feather of this comb or whatever it's made from fly, and then it kept flying until it arrived to India. And this is why the Indian perfume is very famous. Here you notice the Muslim, by the way, they believe in this. This is not a joke for them. Maybe it's for you, it's funny, it's stupid, etc. But the Muslim believe in this seriously, and especially we're talking about the Shia now. But the Sunni, they have similar stories. So because Eve, she combed her hair and her hair was Allah, He gave her a comb, or in the heaven she have a comb coming from, made in the heaven. Who made it, we do not know. That comb smells so good. Now the Arab, they want to explain why the Indian, they used to sell perfume. Obviously at that time, the only one, the Arab, they are getting their perfume from India, spice and perfume, etc., from India. So they want to explain why the Indian, they have perfume. Where is the perfume coming? This nice smell is coming from where? What is the source of it? So they come to a solution that when Eve, she was sent down to earth, Allah, oh sorry, she have a comb for her, the one she comb her hair with it, and this is made from heaven. And when she arrived to the earth, she said to herself, "Why I need this? Allah, He cursed me." She throw it away and she open it, like whatever it's made from, the brush, and all the feather of the brush, or whatever the container of the brush, fly all the way to India. And this is how we explain uh, having perfume in this earth. Now I'm going to use Google translation. Let us see Google translation. All right, this is Google translation. So you will see here the story that when Adam and Eve, as you see, now Google translation is not really too much accurate, but you will see it says when the prophet Adam was sent down, came down from paradise on a Safa and Al Marwa. They brought with them the perfume of paradise, from the paradise. And then Eve, she said to herself, "Why I need this comb? What for?" So she opened it and she scattered the feather and the, or whatever is inside the comb. And then the wind carry all those things all the way to India. And this is therefore the frequency become Indian, or the fragrance became Indian, as you see. Now this is Google translation for sure. It's funny and it's not too much accurate, but it gives you an idea. This what we are saying here is not fabrication, right? Now here you notice, you ask yourself, when the Muslims for centuries they are reading those stories and they believe in them, if there is one person really he did not believe, absolutely there is a lot of Arab who refuse those stories. But in a land where nobody dare to say this is a lie, who dare? Islam sustains itself by the sword and by killing anyone who reject. So who dare to say this is stupid? Nobody. Even now, like even if you have a PhD now and you live in the Middle East, actually even if you live in the West, a Muslim, how many Muslim they dare to say this is stupid? All right, people they are going to the moon, people they are planning to go to Mars, and those people they are still thinking that this is how we have the perfume. Tons of stories, you cannot find any reason for them to believe except a human being he chose to be stupid. What about Allah? He sent down Adam and Eve as two chickens. I don't know, I think men, anyone heard of that before? I just remember it. Anyone heard of Adam and Eve sent down as a chicken before? Do we have any Muslim here? Do we have any Muslim? Guys, this kid, just ignore the kid. If somebody is a kid, we will ban him actually. We don't want the kid to be involved in chat with adult. It's not even safe for you to be here. Do we have any Muslim? Yeah, Adam and Eve, they were sent down by Allah as a chicken. And actually, let me try to find. But if there is any Muslim here, please let me know so you can call us and we can have some good conversation together. Let us close this one. And let me look for the other one. I hope I will find it. You know, always the Muslims, they try to present their religion as something fantastic and amazing and science and etc. But the fact, what Muslim books contain is beyond, you know, fantasy. Fantasy is nothing. All of Islam is based on fantasy. Like you go to heaven, you have virgins waiting for you, river of wine, a river of milk, river. Everything is river. Even honey is river. And actually, it's funny that honey, in order to make it running river, the heaven have to be really hot. I mean, it's honey. If it is really, it's cool, it's not hot, the honey will not be moving. Will be like, I know I describe it. It's going to be like a glue. It's not going to run like a river. But anyway, it's a fantasy. Now let us see here. Let me search for the reference. Okay, let's see this one. No, not this one. Okay. Okay, I think this one will do. All right. All right. This one, this is the book of Biharul Anwar. Biharul Anwar is equal to Al-Bukhari 2 for the Shia. Volume number 11, page number 207. And here we see the following. Uh, where is Allahu Akbar is coming from? Where is Allahu Akbar coming from? The Muslim trying to find where Allah Akbar. Who is the first one who said Allahu Akbar? Hmm? Okay. If we go actually to the page before it, this is 207. Let us go to page 206. All right. Okay. Let's see. Hmm. I mean, the stories here are very interesting, but I don't know if I'm Lanka, she landed in Yemen. Oh, okay, and how they met again? So Islamic stories is beyond stupidity. It's like really crazy stories. But if you are a person who follow blindly, I mean, all the stories are accepted. Just don't use your brain, right? Maybe if she make a page on Facebook at that time, or she have WhatsApp or Viber, or you never know. But things happen. Things happen. Uh, by the way, if you notice, not a single Muslim he can say to us, "You are lying." You know, not a single Muslim can say what you just said to us is a lie, is a fabrication. There's no such a thing. You see, because we always show the book number, the book name, the page number. They cannot say this guy is fabricating stories. They cannot. So why I want to be a Muslim, believe in a religion based on fairy tale stories? Like, when a Muslim he says to you, we believe in one God. Okay, but your God, look what your God. But look the stories about your God. So okay, you believe in one God. Okay, so he think that because he say I believe in one God, that's mean he have the truth in his side. Well, it doesn't matter how many God you believe in. Let us say there's somebody who believe in 1,000 God. Still, if his 1,000 God are exist, it's mean he have a true belief. Correct? It's not about how many they are. It's about if they are true or false. How many will not change anything. You can believe in one, you can believe in a half God, a quarter God. so so we cannot say, okay, because this person they believe on God, obviously he have a true religion. There is many religions who believe in one God. There is a church, it's called the Church of Satan. They worship Satan, and Satan is one God for them. Now, uh, do we have any Muslim? He have anything to say? Muhammad Qasim saying Islam is true. Okay, Muhammad Qasim, why Islam is true? What is the reason making you say Islam is true? Give me a reason. That's it. Islam is true. So all those stupid stories are true. All those crazy stories are true. Are true. Islam is true. That's it. He gave you the answer. That's it. What do you want more? All right. Read with me, Mr. and Mr. True. The least of people of paradise in the position that one will have 80,000 servant. Okay. What is it true about that? I mean, what is the logic here? I'm trying to learn from you. Hmm? Any Muslim? Islam is true. Look at this. If Islam is true, what kind of God he says such a thing? Is that from God, or this is from a crazy person? 80,000 little boys. Those 80,000, they are not even men. They are little boys, as the Quran described them. They are little youth, and they are very white like pearls. Islam is true. Your bedroom is going to be a tent. I am in heaven, and still I'm a tent. Yeah, because the one who made Islam is a Bedouin man. Still, he's speaking about tents. So it's going to be a tent, but it's made from pearl. Now, the distance of this tent is the same distance as between Damascus and Sana'a. Sana'a in Yemen. More than 1,200 miles. I don't know, convert that to kilometer. This is the bedroom. So when and the ground of your room is made from zabarjad, pearls, expensive stones. I mean, we're talking about heaven with stones. What is the value of expensive stones in heaven? And if your wife is inside this room, how you can go between them? I mean, it's going to take you 2 years to go just like there's a camel in the heaven. Any Muslim? So we can say as we wish, we can claim as we claim, but the reality is different. This is cannot be true. Obviously, there's an extreme promise here, and the extreme promise does not even fit with any kind of logic. God, He created Adam and Eve. He did not create for them 80,000 little boys to serve them. And what the point? If in the heaven your food will be ready by wishing it, your body will be huge. That will make it even more stupid. Because why Allah will increase your size of your body? Size is relative. Are you going to fight there with the ants or what? Guys, our body will be huge. As long you are talking about the body is huge. Is it true that Adam was 30 meter tall? What happened? Hmm? 60 arms. I don't know. Convert 60 arms. 60 arms actually, no, not 30 meter. 60 arms will be, every arm is like 90 centimeter, I think. So what happened? He was a dinosaur. This is why you will see the Muslims, they have images of Adam grave, which is a fabricated image. I mean, what grave? They have a grave of Noah too. Muslims have everything. If we go and search in Google, Prophet Adam grave, you will see what I'm talking about. Let's find it. Look at this, guys. This is the grave of Adam. Take a look. They have there is a grave. They know where he was, and they, I mean, Muslims. Okay, open the grave for us. We want to see the guy who is like this long room. Hmm? Open the grave. We want to see the guy inside. No, what do you mean no screen? No, the screen is on. Maybe you need to refresh your page. Yeah, this is what they're saying. This is the grave of Adam, and it might be fake. All of Islam is fake. Now you figure it out. This is fake. Who have the grave of Adam? Where? How come? The grave of Adam. And the grave of Adam, you will find it in Pakistan. He immigrated to Pakistan. He was visiting Shabir Ali and he died there, or Zakir Naik. They have many of them. It's not only one. They have tons of a grave like this for Adam. Every country have a grave of Adam. Trust me. There's one in Yemen. There's one in Iraq. There's one in Persia. They're all over. They have the grave of Noah too. They have all the graves. Let me find you the grave of Noah. Hold on. It's funny, isn't it? Yeah, look at this one. Hmm. This is the grave of Noah. This is one of the grave of Noah. There's many of them. Look how long it is. But you will notice Noah is shorter than his father. We have to be honest here. Hmm. The Quran spoke about a guy, his name is Saleh. Look how big the grave of Saleh. All the prophet was a huge. All of them, they were huge. Look how big. This is the grave of Saleh. His head in China, his feet in Cyprus. Hmm. What else? This is the grave of who? See, this is a different grave for Adam. This is a different one. Hmm. Okay, let us see something else. 210-foot long, largest grave in the world. Oh boy. And you know, Qasim, he will say to you, the poor Qasim, he will say to you, Islam is true. They should had been wide too, so it doesn't make sense. Yeah, as the rest of the story makes sense, Muhammad. Well, your prophet is the one who says that. Does it make sense for you? Does it make sense that in the heaven Adam will be 90 miles tall and Eve will be 30? Does it make sense that your private part will be endless? I mean, how you can carry it and how you can walk with it, and now you are talking about making sense? That's weird. What makes sense in Islam? Why you don't call me Qasim and tell me what makes sense in Islam? Do you like to call me and tell me what makes sense in Islam? Whatever the prophet he says is truth. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the logic, guys. Whatever the prophet says is true. uh, this is who is this prophet? Hold on. Prophet Daniel. Look, even the prophet Daniel is in Uzbekistan. Prophet Daniel, you know. Even, you know, they took even names from the Old Testament and they put them in Uzbekistan. Here we go. Look how big he is. Look how big he is. This is Prophet Daniel. By the way, this is why, you know, we coming from the east, like always I open the door, I don't see the guy who is knocking the door. I don't see him because he's not even to my knee. You know, we are huge. Yeah, this is Daniel. This is Prophet. Okay, what you can say? True story. Who is this guy? Yeah, this is Daniel too. Welcome. Who is this guy? Look, this is other grave for Noah. Look how many grave they have for Noah. And look like the grave is not straight because it's so long. And they cover him with blankets. Anyway, you know, look, this is another grave for Noah. Like how many grave for Noah there is? This is a different one. Look, this is different grave for Noah, different location, different place. Hmm. So you know, welcome to Islam. What you can say? Who is this guy here? This is Job, guys. This is a prophet Job. What happened to Job? Why he's so small? But even Job, he looked like he's maybe 3 meter tall. You see, this is like 3 meter and a half. This is the prophet Job. Hmm. Muslims, they have everything. Any prophet you want, which prophet you want, anything. I'm just clicking at pictures, by the way. I mean, like this is what prophet who? Yeah, this is Job. Okay, this is Job too. Unbelievable. This is Shu'aib. Like, why Shu'aib is small? This is Prophet Shu'aib. Look how small he is. He's tiny. He's small. And you Muslims have a lot of stories. Must be true. Who is this guy? This is. It says Lebanon. This is the grave of who? Prophet Joshua. Look how tall Joshua is. Unbelievable. Look at Joshua. He's like a 15 meter. See, human being is getting smaller. So Prophet Joshua, it says Prophet Joshua tomb. Muslims have older prophet, man. I mean, the Jews don't have them, the Muslims have them. Joshua, Daniel, Job, you name it. What about Moses? Let me search for Moses. I did not see Moses. I'm worried about Moses now. What happened to Moses? What happened to Moses? Don't tell me Moses don't have a grave in the for the. Let us. I will search for Musa grave. Hold on. Just give me a second. I will really be upset if there is no Musas. I mean, come on. That's not even right. This is Prophet. Who is this guy? Who is this guy, guys? Read the name for me. Read the name. What is the name? Elisa? Prophet Elisa? What do you mean? Who's that? But until now, I did not see Musa grave. Where is Musa grave? No, there is Musa grave. I heard many before many places Musa grave, but I cannot find. Look at this. This is the grandfather of Jesus, Umran. Umran. Look how tall he is. This is me, and Jesus was Isa must be like 50 meter tall. I'm telling you, they have graves for everybody. I mean, you cannot escape Muslims' graves. That's it. They will make a grave for you. You like it, you don't like it. I cannot. I will search in Arabic for the grave of Musa's. I'm typing in English. Okay, switch. Okay, here we go. No, this one. This is who? Who is this prophet? Hold on, I want to see who is this prophet. This is the grave of Musa's. Here we go. We found it. What do you want more? Here, this is Musa's grave, brother. What do you want more? All right. Are we happy? This is the grave of Abel, the son of Adam. You know Abel. This is this Cain and Abel. This is the grave of Abel. I'm telling you, they have all the graves. Nothing is missing. Musa's, they have them. Adam, they have them. Noah, they have them. So Allah, look, the Muslim are preserve all the graves, but they don't have their books. Yeah, in Arabic we call him Qabil wa Habil. I mean, Islam, my friend, the only religion can preserve anything. Yeah, this is the grave of Musa's. But I don't know why Musa is not so tall. Like he looked like maybe 12 meters, 13 meters, something like that. He's tall, but still shorter than me. Yeah, Cain and Abel. Yeah. That's it. I mean, what do you want more? They have all the graves. Any grave you want, they have it. Welcome. Those are the steps of who any Muslim can help. You might find Jesus' tomb soon. No, we have it already. Okay. Is there a grave for the father of the Arab Ishmael? First of all, Ishmael is not the father of the Arab. This is as general information. We hear it always, even in Christian churches. When a Christian minister he says to you that the father of the Arab is Ishmael, ask him where do you get this from, my friend. Please correct your information. Ishmael have nothing to do with the Arab. If you have my book, the first one, Deception of Allah, you will find even in Muslim books they agree that according to them, Ishmael he learned Arabic at the age of 13. So imagine I go to China, I learn Arabic at the age of 13 from the Chinese, and then I am the father of the Chinese. Are you getting my point? So even those who say Muhammad is from Ishmael is a joke, because in order to be from Ishmael, you cannot be an Arab. Oh, okay, being sarcastic. Okay, yeah, but because this is always something we hear from Christians that the Arab, the Muslims are from Ishmael. First of all, the majority of the Muslims are not Arab. Secondly, the Arab is not an ethnic group. Like I am an Arab, but we are not one ethnic group. This is why we look different. You will see some Arab, they are really, really white. There's some they are a little bit darker, and you will find some Arab they have the real, let us say, the real ones who used to live in the desert of the Arab uh, are mixed of many ethnic. The desert is open. Whoever go live in the desert as a Bedouin to grow. To make it simple for you, if Abraham lived in the desert, he's an Arab. You know what I mean? So Arab is an Aramaic word mean desert. It's not a name of a nation. Do we understand? The word Aram is a word mean hills. So the Aramaic are people who Aram was given a name which have a meaning. Him and his people after him, they live in hills, high ground, and it's not a desert. Arab is a name given to a land which is a desert. So whoever live in the desert, they call him Arabian. So if the Aramaic are exist today in USA, if you live in Arizona, they will call you Arab. Especially if you are a person who live in a tent. Desert and tent, you are an Arab. So Arab actually usually it means two things in the same time. That you are a Bedouin, you don't have a fixed place to live in, a tent. And at the same time, it was like when you say barbarian at that time, like people who they are savage, they don't take shower. But this is normal. I mean, if you are a Bedouin, what you would do? What shower? They don't even have water. So they smell bad. Well, it's normal because they live in the desert. For me, when I was a teenage, we used to go for hunting. We stay in the desert for 15 days, and by the end of 15 days, and we are just going there for fun, you come back and you smell like really bad. I don't want to use the word, you know, because you sweat and there's no water. What water? We have water with us, which is, you know, for drinking, and we have to be careful about even. And if we find water, even that water mostly is not really that good to drink from it. If you try like wash. So people who live in the desert, they have a tough life. This is why when the Arab attacked the Roman, the Arab they are savage, and they can win a war better than somebody who is spoiled. Like now, if you have a person who is a farmer and you have a person who work in an office and you tell them, okay, let's fight, who is the one will win? You know the answer. The guy who uses his muscles all day long. So a Bedouin who spent his day in the top of the camel or the horse in the sun, between his animals, he is a tough person. And even Ibn Khaldun, which is not an Islamic philosopher, Muslims accuse him to be an atheist. He said that the stage of a state of the Muslims is a three stages. The first one is the most strong one. It is the stage of being savage, a Bedouin savage. Then the second stage is when they are in the middle between Bedouin and civilian, and here they are weaker. And then he says the last stage when the Caliphate destroyed, when the Muslim became comfortable and wealthy, and then they are not able to win a war. So to be savage, it was the key point to win a war. This is why Muhammad, he says to you in the hadith here, I've been victorious by terror. Why he was victorious by terror? Because his soldiers are savage, and like ISIS now. ISIS, you know, when a little town here that ISIS is coming, people will be terrified. Those are criminals. So I was victorious by terror. Why? Where the terror is coming from? Because you have an army of savage. You understand? And actually, until now, Western, they cannot win a war with anyone because they are not being savage. You see, war, the point of a war is to be savage. I mean, look at the Western countries these days. They want to go for war, but they are talking about a human right. I mean, how that work? You are going to kill. So what a human right? So, oh, we are sorry, we bomb a village and there is some civilian. You are on war. So they would never win a war. But if the Afghani Taliban, they have nukes, they will be happy to dump their nukes on USA. The savage would win. So, you know, even now, if you are not really savage, you will not win a war. Because war is about killing, it's not about giving hugs. So if you are worried about hurting the feeling of the enemy, well, you will never win. And this is why, you know, like they went to Iraq, but they are not going really for war in Iraq. They want to establish a new country, you know, but that would not work. Same as what happened in Afghanistan. They are there for 20 years. You will never win a war there as long you are not savage. You know. So when you fight with a savage, you have to be savage. Otherwise, you will never lose. You will never win. So he can do whatever he want to you, and you cannot do anything to him. This is useless. So why you go in war with those people? And here, by the way, I'm not taking a favor of any to be savage or not. I'm just stating a fact about who can win a war. You know. But what about the cells in both European or savage? I don't know what you mean by cells. I'm not sure what you mean. Like, as if we go in the previous history of Europe, all of us, we heard about the Viking, right? Any one of you here from Norway and those countries? The Viking, they were very scary. Why? Because they are savage. As simple as that. The more savage you are, the more you win. Especially we are talking about, you know, time where you know, it's a fight by sword. It's not a fight by technology and being, you know, it's about being savage. Savagery bring you victory at that time. You see, when Genghis Khan, he came, he destroyed the Islamic Caliphate. Why? Because he was more savage than us, the Arab. So when he attacked us, we were comfortable. We are wealthy. We have palaces. We have a lot of slaves. We eat a shish kebab every day, and you know, it's life is fun. So when the savage came, Genghis Khan and his army, those people, they take a shower with the blood of the horse. They drink from the blood of their horse. Until now, actually, in those countries in Mongolia, They drink blood of a horse. It's like a meal for them. So when a savage came, he's more savage than the savage. The savage conquer the previous savage. That is history. And Muhammad was able to conquer because he was a savage person, not because the Muslim, he says Muhammad, he was a merciful for mankind. What merciful? Where is his mercy? Same as the Roman when they were savage, they were victorious. The more they became spoiled and not into they were like losing ground until Rome disappeared. You own the slaves. Why somebody told you I was born 2,000 years ago? We are talking about Middle Eastern. Actually, in the Middle East, some countries until now they have slaves. Yes, until now. And the Bible speaks clearly. Jesus says the one who live by the sword, he die by the sword. Because you will be savage. Well, savage will come to you, will fight you. You are not the only savage in this earth. There is no such a story. Muslims, they fabricate stories about garbage, and this is fabrication. The one who tell you the story, tell him, okay, show me the story. All those stories is a fabrication. Now, do we have any Muslim here? Any Muslim want to say anything? Just a question. I know it's off the topic. I read one. Muhammad said difference between construction the Kaaba and Solomon temple was 40 years. Well, there's tons of stories, I mean, Muhammad, for some reason, he's stuck with numbers like 40 years, 70, 72, and I find that those numbers are coming from the Old Testament, from the Bible. So how many days Jesus he fasted? Guys, how many days Jesus fasted? 40 days, right? the Muslims what the word Christ mean, al-Masih. They say because the word Masih coming from the word wipe, like wipe something. They say one of the opinion, because they are confused what the name mean, but this is the major opinion. They say mostly because he have a flat feet. This is what the Messiah mean. He have a flat feet. So what does that mean? When he walk like Charlie Chaplin? Because Islam is a theft, so they know nothing. The Messiah, the word Messiah, according to Muslims, because the Messiah have a flat feet. Yeah, sure, we have Aramaic Bible. Yeah, you can download it online. You see, there is Aramaic Bible, which is a translation for the Bible, and there's Aramaic Bible, which is written in the, because Aramaic is two languages. There's Eastern, Western, there's ancient, there's a newer. So Aramaic is not only one. I mean, there's difference between Aramaic. But if you remember, there's books in the Old Testament written in Aramaic. And why? Because the Jews themselves, they were enslaved by the Aramaic people, the people who speak Aramaic, the Assyrian, right? And the Messiah was speaking Aramaic too. Yeah, we call him Yeshua. Yeshua is the same. When you see the Arabic, like Yeshua, because the Jews they say Yeshua, Yeshua. So for in the Arab, the seen turn into seen. So yes, Yeshua, Yeshua. It's the same. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. And thanks for all those who made donation today. I really appreciate your help. But anyway, if you try to study this cult, you will see easy it's a stupid cult. And look, if you read the chapters in the Quran, you will find there's no connection between verse and verse. This God, he cannot be God. He is suffering from a flight of thought. His brain is not functioning. There's no connection between what he say. Is that true that Islam says the earth is flat? Yes, absolutely. That's why. Okay, ask yourself why the Muslims they pray toward Mecca. How you can pray in the direction of Mecca? The Jews they used to pray in the direction of Jerusalem, but this is when they are out of the wall of Jerusalem. For them to go back, it's not really are facing the direction. Nobody can face the direction of Jerusalem unless you are very close to it. Muhammad in the beginning he was praying in the direction of Jerusalem too. But Muhammad, when he make it as a enforcement to pray in the direction of Jerusalem, obviously because of his ignorance, and we can prove it easy. The Quran confirmed that the earth is a flat. There's a verse actually the Muslims they claim that this verse says that the earth is like a ball. Why? Because there's an idiot who made a video says the word daha mean ball, and then the Muslims copy paste as usual. But the fact the word والأرض بعد ذلك دحاها mean make it flat like carpet. Look at the translation here. Change the translator. This is Yusuf Ali. Let us see different one. This is why we cannot take the Muslim translation seriously. Look here, there it says wide extent. Here it says spread the earth. What spread the earth? Doesn't say that. Not really. The word daha. Let me see if I can find what the word daha is coming from where. Trying to remember the word in Arabic, which is guys. What is the word you use? What is the name of the thing your mom she used in the kitchen to make pizza? Like when she made the dough, and then she want to make it like a circle. What is that tool they call it? You know what I'm talking about? The piece of wood which have like two handles. No, no, no. Rolling pin, maybe rolling pin. No, yeah, we are talking about the one you push in the top of the dough after you make it. Let us see. Yeah, here we go. This one. This is what the haha is coming from. So he used that rule to make it flat, the same as the bread. All right. This is exactly where the word the haha coming from. So here, when you see the translation, it says he spread the earth. The translation is a true and false at the same time, because it spread the earth and he made it flat, not spread. What spread? You know what I mean? And there is many verses. You know, as an example, uh, Allah, he made the earth as a carpet. I mean, how clear we can make it more than this? Chapter 71, verse number 19. And look at the translation. He made it wide expanse for you. It doesn't say that. It says carpet. Let me show you. Hold on. Let us open the interpretation website, so you will see how they lie in the translation. This is why I'm working in the translation for the Quran. You cannot trust their translation. Never trust. Because they knew if you translate it accurately, you will use it against them. This is the point. And actually, if you change the translator, you will find other translator getting Islam busted, even though they are Muslims, but by mistake they did not notice that this will be a problem. You know. Okay, chapter 71, verse number 19. Okay. Let us go there. All right. Look, even here in the interpretation, look what they are saying. Allah has made the earth a widest expanse for you to lay and sleep. But isn't it this is a flat? Why you don't say it says a carpet? It literally, it says the word carpet, besought. Besought anyone who speak Arabic in you. I will do a trick. Hold on. Look what I will do. I will do Google translation. Hold on. I need to open it in Google browser. Or you know what? Let us change different translator. Hold on. Let us give us a try. I'm sure we will find somebody getting them busted. Let us see a different one. Modudi. Doody. Wide expense for you. Until now, all of them, they are wide expense for you. Arbery. Oh, let this guy Derabadi. What expense to you? All of them until now. Look. Look at this guy. Finally, we got someone. He say it as it is. And God has laid the earth for you as a carpet. Okay, ask yourself, why all of them they were saying wide expense, nobody's saying carpet, when the word in Arabic is carpet? You can copy this sentence, take it to Google translation, which is a blind translation, and you will see translate the word besought, which is the last word here, as a carpet. All right, so the earth is flat. And there's there's tons of verses, but I wish there's a Muslim he can call us so we can like have some exciting talk. Any Muslim? We like to hear you. I mean, you can prove us wrong. Actually, there's many videos on the internet, by the way, by sheikhs. They are saying whoever believes that the earth is a flat is stupid. First, it's against Allah teaching, so they say that loudly. I mean, it's not. And actually, there is more verses. As an example, if we go to the chapter of Noon, just to show you the science of Islam. Chapter 61, verse 68, sorry, verse number 1. Noon, Allah swear by noon, and then he swear by the pen. What is noon? If we go to the interpretation, 68:1, this is the official government website of Jordan, owned by the king. Verse number 1. Man, nothing work in this website. Look, I click, finally. You have to click like 1,000 times. Nothing work in the Middle East, my friend. Welcome to the Middle East. All right. Look at this. This is how always the Muslims understand the earth and how it works. Let us see if we can zoom better. Let us see. Hold on. I don't know. Can you guys read the text still? Can you still see the text? Is it readable for you? All right. From his authority of Ibn Abbas is the cousin of Muhammad. He said, regarding the interpretation of Allah saying noon, he says Allah swear by noon, which is, read very carefully, which is the whale that carry the earth on its back while it is in the water, and beneath which is the bowl, and under the bowl there is a rock, and under the rock there is a dust, and none knows what is under the dust save Allah. Here the Muslims are being honest. Okay, here our limit of knowledge is stopped. The Prophet did not tell us more. So the last point we know is the dust. What is under the dust we do not know. So the earth is in the top of a whale, and the whale in the top of a bowl, and the bowl and you know why the Muslims do not make a movie about this? They make science in the Quran, and you know well, okay. If you are an Arab, it's very hard to hide the truth from you, unless you are a person who is not really searching. I mean, just to take things what people say to you. But if you are not an Arab, that will make it very difficult for you to know the truth. Like if now this is not translated, I'm not arguing here about the translation. By the way, translation here is not correct too. But look what it is. So if this is in Arabic, and none of us speak Arabic, how we will know this garbage? How we will learn about it? And this is why actually I did not make any book in Arabic, because Arab, they have opportunity to read by their own, you know. But non-Arab, they don't have the opportunity, and the majority of Muslims are not Arab. So look at this madness. And then the name of the whale is Lowish Farrakhan, and it said that the name of it's Lutia, and the name of the bowl is Bahamut, and some they say it is Talahut or Leona, and the whale in the sea called Adwad, and it's like a small ball in a huge sea. Now you can go and you will find some drawing in the internet about how the old days people they used to think that the earth was in the top of a turtle, the earth in the top of a bowl, as it says here, whale. All of those are legends. In the old days they used to explain how the earthquake happened, because the bull, he moved the earth, he got tired from his horn, from the right horn to the left horn, you know. So all those stories are and look here, look, and the sea this thing is getting exciting, is a Hollywood Rock whereby there's 4,000 cracks, and there's 4,000 cracks in our head now from this story. And then from each crack, I mean, look how they count how many cracks in the ocean. Actually, it's not in the ocean. This is where the earth and the top of it, like, I mean, this is in the bottom of the earth, under the earth, sorry. 4,000 cracks, and from every crack is a water spring come out from the earth. Look how stupid here the story. How you say the earth is in the top of the wheel, and under the earth, which means under the earth there is a wheel, and under the wheel there's a bowl, and then you say there's 4,000 cracks and the water come out of the earth. Guys, do you understand what I'm saying? Anyone notice with me how stupid this story here now? Don't make me draw it. Okay, I will draw it, but fast. Look, listen. So here we have the earth, and here we have the fish, the whale. Okay, and here we have the bull who is carrying the fish in the top of his horn. All right. Now under the bowl there's a dust, and then there's 4,000 cracks. 4,000 cracks. And then it says there, and from each crack the water come from the earth. But the cracks are not connected to the earth. They are connected to the water, which is under the bowl. And actually the water is not here. The bowl, there's no water in the bowl. The bowl, in the top of him there's an ocean, and this is where the whale is. Crazy. I mean, what you can do, right? Science. And you have to believe. Now, you know, the Muslims, like, they have tons of I have my all my books is about Quran and science, like especially Quran and science in depth. You will see, as an example, the Muslim, they say, brother, do you know that the Quran speak about uh, the atmosphere? Quran speak about atmosphere. Are you sure? Yeah, brother. Quran speak about atmosphere. Let me find you the website. They have endless numbers of what it's called miracles. Let us see. Look at this website. And I made tons of videos about those stories, so you can watch them. The Quran is the book of Islam, contains scientific knowledge that could not have been in 1400 years ago, for sure. The who knows the way the story. It's range from basic arithmetics and the most advanced topic. That's in the Quran. Okay, true story. And then you go here, the speed of light in the Quran, the terminal, etc. in the Quran, mass extension in the Quran, paper money is in the Quran, white hair in the Quran, rapture in the Quran, raptor, sorry, in the Quran, meteors in the Quran, all of those in the Quran. And then the second you start studying carefully, you will see that everything there is stupid. And here we go in front of you. What about we make a challenge, and I will open my Skype, and who is the Muslim wanna go? Give me a call, and he choose a miracle of his choice from those, and my duty to get it busted. What do you think, guys? Even though my voice is tired, but it's okay. Anyone? Who is a Muslim wanna give it a try? My Skype is open now. Anyone? You choose any of those what is called miracles, and my job is to get busted with no mercy. With no mercy. Any Muslim? Look how many. You choose. Look. All of this in the Quran. Everything, anything in the Quran. Qasim, don't send me a video, my friend. If you want, you know, choose one. Sister of Aaron, Christian prince refuted. We love. You will say to me, the prophet, he said that they used to call them by the good ones of their ancestor. That's stupid statement. We can get it busted easy, because Mary is the daughter of Amran, Moses is the son of Amran. You tell me how it happened that Mary is the sister of Aaron, daughter of Amran, and Moses is a son of Amran. My friend, you see, you post for me videos. Those are videos made by kids. What about you make your scholar call me and get me busted live? Or you call me and get me busted. Tell me what it says in this video. Don't be a coward. Tell me what it says in the and my duty is to show you that this is stupid. You Muslims are desperately trying to refute me, but you cannot. This is why I'm here every day, and nobody can refute me. Try. They make videos, they refute me, debating themselves. Christian prince get busted. Okay. Debate yourself and win. The hero of you is the one who called me. It's recorded. It's for your benefit. You can download the video after we finish. You post it in your channel and show every Muslim how Christian prince, you know nothing. Correct, guys? You are not calling because you know you are not qualified, and you cannot. Otherwise, trust me, if I am a person who know nothing, they will be fighting over me. Shabir Ali wanna debate Christians every day, except me. Don't even get close. What is name the guy who he challenged? He made a challenge. David Wood, I challenge you. Wael Ibrahim. Okay, so I said, hey Wael, I'm not busy. David Wood is busy. He said, I'm willing to debate you too. Yeah, you know, but you have to come to Hong Kong. How come in the case of David Wood, you don't you don't care if you debate him in Skype, but in my case, I have to come to Hong Kong? Same as Mimi Hijab, same as the other guy Samsi. I mean, all of them kids. So who is the Muslim want to show me any of those miracles to be truth? All those miracles are big fat lies, and this is additional proof that Islam is a lie. Because if Islam is not a lie, why you lie to prove Islam to us? Correct, guys? If Islam is a true, how the followers of Islam they lie to make Islam look good? A Christian who fabricate and lie to make somebody believe in Jesus, he is no Christian, he is satanic. You cannot make a person believe in Jesus by lying to him, because he believed in your lie. He did not believe in Jesus. In Islam, it's okay. The religion of all of it, even Muhammad, he says you can lie in 3 cases: your private, your friends, your wife, and your family. Who's left? Sorry, your enemy. Who's left? My friends, people around me, my family is my wife, okay, and the enemy. Okay, thank you very much. Who left? So who is the Muslim I choose for us? Any of those miracles? It's called miracles. All of those are in the Quran. Look at this. Even the tank is in the Quran. Do you see the tank? Even the tank is in the Quran. You believe it? Mosquito is in the Quran. I think this is a new one. I did not see it before. Did we see it before?